So last time we had talked about making up the parts of a system. Now there are two perspectives to consider here. One is identification, and the other is relative importance. It's easiest to identify the elements, and it gets relatively harder to identify the purpose, right? So in our example of the tree, it's very easy to see these are the leaves, these are the branches, etc. It's harder to see interconnections and to understand its purpose of maintaining the balance in nature is not very apparent. The other is the relative importance, right? This is what is it that you change and will have an impact on the behavior of the system. So if you change the elements of a system, it has the least impact on the behavior of the system. And if you change the purpose, it has the most impact, right? So again, it moves this way. A good way to understand this is looking at transportation systems. So if you see in cities in India or many other Asian countries, they play around with the elements, right? So they will say there's traffic merging. So they might suddenly say, oh, you can't do a right turn. You have to go take a U-turn, come back, and then do this. So they're moving the bottleneck from here to somewhere here. It's not really changing the whole traffic system. Whereas if you look at cities like London and Tokyo, they are playing with the interconnections. So you have the tube in London, you have the tube, you have buses, you have the train, and they've made these interconnections between these different modes very seamless, very smooth. You have the Oyster card, which allows you to move seamlessly between these. And so, their transportation system is works in a different way. And then you have cities, let's say like Copenhagen or Amsterdam, where they are looking at the whole transportation system with the lens of a purpose, right? So there it's driven by having minimum ecological impact. So that is like a very important purpose for them. So you'll see they have a lot of bicycle networks, they have renewable energy driving most of their public transport, and that's the way their transportation is built, right? So very easy to identify elements, gets harder to identify purpose. You change the elements, you don't the behavior of the system, whereas if you change the purpose, it has more impact on the behavior of the system.